Hi Prep2, I wish your day is fine. If you are watching this video, it means that you finished Unit 5 and now you are ready to start with Unit 6, which has the title of Telling Tales. By the way, the word tales, it means a story created using your imagination, especially that is full of action and adventure. So, in lesson 1, you will have a story which is called I'm Your Long Lost Son, and you will find these two pictures in your book and you will know what happened with these two men in the first lesson. And after reading the text, you will extract some new vocabulary and we will know what is the meaning for each word. But first, we can go to the revision part. So here we have choose question to revise some grammatical rules in Unit 5. The first one, in 30 years' time, NASA space to send tourists to the other planets. So what will be your answer? We can find that the right answer is will start or will be starting or will have starting or start. Can you guess? Here we can find that the right answer is will be starting. Number 2, in 2050, temperatures on Earth, space, will be rising or will be rising. So let's find the right answer. The right answer is, will be rising. Number 3, by 2033, guests space at the new hotel. So I'm giving you time to guess the word. Which answer is the perfect answer? Of course, it will be will have stayed. So this is future perfect. Let's go to number 4. In 2050, everybody space in groups in their neighborhood to keep fit. Exercise, will be exercising, or will have exercise. So which one will you choose? Future perfect or future continuous? Let's go to, future continuous. Will be exercising. Number 5, the last one, by 2150, the rainforests and there won't be enough oxygen for everyone. Will disappear, will be disappearing, disappear, or will have disappeared. Number 5 and the last one, by 2150, the rainforests space and there won't be enough oxygen for everyone. So which answer will be the right answer? Let's see. The right answer is will have disappeared. So at number 5, we can say that we finished the revision part. I wish your answers were right. And here you can read the text from lesson 1, and while reading you will find the new vocabulary. You will find these words. The first word is announce, and by the way, announce here is a verb, and we can say that announce means to make something known publicly and officially. For example, you can say the government announced that taxes will rise a further 5% this week. Number 2, we have this verb, drown. Drown means to die in water because it's not possible to breathe. To make someone die this way. So here we can say that drown means to die in water. But by the way, we have the difference between the word drown and sink. Drown, we can use the word drown for people. I can say that The sailor drowned yesterday in the water. So I'm talking about a person. But if I'm talking about something like Titanic ship, I can't say drowned. I can say sink or sank in the past, or sunk in the present perfect. So I can say the word drown for people and the word sink for things. And here we can say, for example, I can say a small child drowned yesterday in his neighbor's swimming pool. We can go to the word number 3, overjoyed. Overjoyed here is an adjective, and it means very happy, extremely happy, especially when you can express your happiness. Or, for example, you can say that they were overjoyed when they heard about their promotion. Number 4, corroborate. So this verb means to support a statement or idea by providing new evidence. By the way, all the evidence of the reading text in the lesson, in lesson 1, all the events happening in a court. So we have a court and judge and imposter. So we have a case in a court, and while reading you will know who is the imposter and who is the guilty or what happened in that story. So for example, about the word corroborate, we can say that the police questioned the criminal's brother in order to corroborate his story. So to support his story or to provide new evidence. After that, we can go to the verb convince. Convince equal to succeed in making someone believe something. And for example, we can say that it took a long time to convince them that I was right, but in the end, they agreed. After that, we can go to the adjective precious. Precious. Precious, it means that this is something valuable or has a great value or something that is loved very much. For example, we can say the woman tried to protect her precious jewelry from the thieves. This is an example about the word precious. And here we can go to the next verb, allege. So we can say that this verb means to say that someone has done something wrong without having any proof that this is true. So you are saying that someone is guilty and someone did something wrong, but you have no proof. And we can say that, for example, the lawyer is alleging that his client was at home when the murder happened. And by the way, after that, we can go to the word which is called imposter. Imposter is a noun, and I know that you have met this word in different places. I guess you find this word in a game you are playing. I guess it's among us, I feel that. So the word imposter, it means a person who pretends to be someone else in order to trick people. And for example, I can say that the imposter secured a large part of the family fortune before he was uncovered. So imposter is someone who pretends to be someone else just to trick people. And the next word is the word trail. This is a noun which means a case in a court. For example, we can find that example. The trial of the two bank robbers will be held on Tuesday next week. So a case in a court to find out is the criminal is a guilty or not. After that, we have the word witness. Witness is a noun which means a person who sees something happen and who can tell other people about it later. For example, 3 witnesses had seen the thieves leave the house carrying a television set. After that, we have the word jury. Jury is a noun which means a group of members of the public in a court of law who listen to the facts about a crime and decide if someone is guilty or not guilty. Like this picture, this is a jury, and they will decide is the criminal is guilty or not guilty. For example, we can say that 12 members of the jury listened carefully to all the evidence. After that, we can say that we have another word which is sentence. I know that you know this word before that, but sentence has a different meaning. Sentence here, it means to tell someone who has been found guilty of a crime what the punishment will be. And this is used by a judge. So sentence, this is like the punish of a criminal or the punishment of the guilty person of a case in a court. For example, we can say that the judge sentenced the man to spend 6 months in prison. By the way, sentence is a noun and a verb. We can say the word confess. Confess is a verb which means to admit that you have done something bad or wrong. And by the way, the opposite of the word confess is deny. So confess, to admit that you did something wrong, and the opposite of confess is deny. And we can go to the example. After being questioned for 2 hours, the man confessed to the crime. It means that he admitted that he did the crime. And the last one here, poverty. Poverty is a noun, and this is the state of being poor. So the adjective is poor, and the noun of being poor is poverty. And now, after telling you the new vocabulary, this is the time to practice them in this exercise. The first sentence is, he is space to have mistreated the prisoners. So can you guess what's the answer? Yeah, the right answer is allege. Number 2, the man space that he was forced to steal the painting. So what's your answer? The right answer is alleges. And by the way, this verb, I can remind you that allege is the verb which means that to try to say something but you have no proof. Number 3, the thief was given a 5-year prison. Yeah, the punishment. So the right answer is sentence. Yes, great. Number 4, the air hostess space the take off of the plane. So what's the right answer? Yeah, of course, the right answer is announced. Yeah. Number 5, the student was space when he knew that he had succeeded with excellent marks. So of course he is extremely happy, so he was overjoyed. And number 6, the company put an advert, space the newspaper to ask for new employees. So what's the preposition here? So the right preposition is the word in. He put an advert in the newspaper. After that, we can go to number 7. We bought a space stone which is made of diamond. So we bought a precious stone which is made of diamond. Number 8, the criminal space the truth of how he did the crime. So the right answer is confessed. Is great. He admitted that he did the crime. Number 9, the space are finding it difficult to reach a verdict. So here we can go, is it criminals or jury or laws or innocent? We can say that jury is great. So jury is people who decide is the criminal is guilty or not in the court. Number 10, there is a lot of space in Somalia these days. People are starving. It means that there is a lot of course, poverty, because they are very poor and they are starving. Number 11, she was so happy. Space, have her precious son back. So she was so happy to have, yes, great. Number 12, the judge asked the I space to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So the right answer is the word witness. Yes, great. This is the right answer. So at this moment, it means that lesson 1 is finished. We have new vocabulary and we have the meaning and we practiced a lot of exercise about this vocabulary, and now we are ready to start with lesson 2. And in lesson 2 we are still talking about the same title, telling tales, and we can start with the new vocabulary. Here we have some people and the actions that they can do. We have the accused and the jury and the prosecution and the judge and the defense and the witness. All of these people we can meet or see in the court. The accused can plead guilty or not guilty. The accused is charged with a crime by the police, and the accused is acquitted or sent to prison. The accused appears in a court. So in your exercise in your book, page 50, you can find this exercise number 1 in page 50, how to match the people with the actions they can do in the court. Let's go to the jury. The jury find the accused guilty or not guilty, and the jury can reach a verdict. And here we can say that, by the way, verdict, it means the official decision of the case in a court. So the jury, they are people who can reach a verdict or who can decide the official decision. And let's go to the next word, the prosecution. So by the way, the prosecution is people who try to prove the accused is guilty. And I can say that this is the opposite role of the lawyer. So the lawyer is trying to prove that the accused is unguilty, but the prosecution is trying to prove that the accused is guilty. A judge, he's someone who sentences the accused. He is telling us the last or the final punishment of the accused. Don't forget, the word sentence here is a verb, is to tell the punishment of the accused person. Number 5, the defense. They are some people who can be in the court to defend the accused. So here we can find that the prosecution is the opposite of the defense, because the defense is trying to defend the accused and to say to us that he is not guilty. And the last person here is the witness, and the witness is someone who gives evidence during the trial, is someone who saw the crime and he has something to say about the crime. In lesson 2, after that part, you can find part number 2. We can say that we will talk about the negative prefixes. The word prefix, this is some letters we can add at the beginning of the word to change the meaning. Today we are talking about the negative prefix. This is the prefix we can add to the beginning of the word to give us the negative meaning. For example, we can say that we have the prefix un, like unacceptable, unstable, untidy. And we have the prefix des. So I want to give you the opposite meaning of the word agreeable. So the opposite meaning is disagreeable. We will add the prefix des at the beginning of the word. And dishonest, disorganized. And we have another prefix, in. So indecisive, and by the way, the word indecisive, it means someone who can't decide easily. So decisive is the opposite meaning, someone who can decide. So the verb here is decide, the adjective is decisive, someone who can decide, and indecisive, someone who can't decide. Invisible, insensitive. Invisible is something that I can't see clearly, and insensitive, someone who doesn't care about people's feeling. Let's go to the prefix im. So we can say that immature, impractical, impatient. And we have another prefix, irrational, irrelevant, irregular. And we have the prefix l, so illegible or illiterate. So the negative prefix, we can say on, des, in, em, or l. And in your book, you are asked to match these prefixes with these words. And here we can say that this is the time to practice. Rewrite the following sentences using the words between the brackets to give the same meaning. We are, or we were very happy when the judge said our friend was innocent. So how we say the word joyful? So we can go to we were joyful, because joyful, it means very happy and it equals overjoyed. Is great. We were joyful when the judge said that our friend was innocent. Number 2, our neighbor is a rude and unfriendly man. We all hate him. How can we use the word disagreeable? So try to guess. The word disagreeable equal what in the sentence? Yeah, our neighbor is a disagreeable man. We all hate him. Because the word disagreeable means a rude and unfriendly. Number 3, the witness's information was really not important to the case. So how to use the word irrelevant? Which part of the sentence equals the word irrelevant? Let's see. The witness's information was really irrelevant to the case. So irrelevant means what? Means that something that is not important. And let's go to number 4. The accused denied robbing the bank. So how to use the word money? So do you remember the word deny? I said for you that the word deny is the opposite of the word confess. Yes, great. So the right answer is the accused denied stealing money from the bank. After that, we can go to the last part of practice. Here, we have to choose which word is the right answer. And now, we can say that number 1, Mr. Thomas is unpleasant and often says space things. So of course, what is the right answer? We can say that disagreeable things. Yes, great. Number 2, the police questioned the criminal's brother in order to space his story. So what's your answer? The right answer is to corroborate. Yes, great. Corroborate is the right answer. And here we can say that number 3, a young girl spaced yesterday while she was swimming in the sea. Okay, I feel that now you are thinking about the word drowned or sank. We said before that the word drown is for people and sank for things. So a young girl, I can't say a young girl sank, I can say a young girl drowned. Number 4, the space of the criminal will be held next Thursday. So I need to choose a word which means a case in a court. So of course it's the word trial. Which one? C or D? Yeah, this is letter D. Great. Number 5, after hitting an iceberg, the Titanic started to, yeah, of course. So Titanic is a ship. So I can say drown, I can say sink. Yes, great. Let's go to number 6. Number 6 here, the space has failed to prove that the criminal was guilty. So which one of these people related to prove the criminal was guilty? Yeah, the right answer is prosecution. Great. Yeah, this is letter B. Number 7, being innocent, the keeper was, yeah, the keeper was acquitted. Yes, great. Acquitted equal to be free or not punished. Because the word innocent, it means that he's not guilty. Number 8, the witness started crying, but the lawyer was spaced to her tears. So, but the lawyer was, yeah, insensitive. Insensitive, it means that he didn't have feeling according to her tears. Number 9, path of the 2 criminals spaced not guilty to the accusation. So yeah, number 9, pleaded. So this is the right answer. By the way, plead, it means to beg or to ask for something you want so much. Number 10, and this is the last sentence. My brother always spends ages choosing what to wear because he's so, yeah, someone who can't decide easily and decisive. Is great. And at that point, we can say that lesson 1 and 2 is finished. I wish this session is good for you. Next time, wait for me, and I'm waiting for you.